Hey, Plinky Plonky. Dr. Ball speaking. Good evening. Dr. Ball here. Hello. Say hello if you're the person here. There's a couple of people in the room. Tell me if you're here. Tell me your name, tell me your team name, tell me where you're from. I'm going to start the quiz fairly soon. I've got on a little bit later than I'd like to, because I was on the wrong stream. Hello, Budgie21. Alright. You're the first person to say hello, Budgie, so you are the champion. You win the quiz automatically. We can all go home. That's a joke. Just in case anybody thinks that's actually true. I'm just going to put this background stuff down. Blue Fox Tuesday are here. Chameleons G-Team are here. Cannamil's Massive and the Lockdown Lushies. So, I think there's been a schism, some kind of civil war, some kind of rift with the Fabian Society. Is that right? Fabian Society, very successful pub quiz team in recent times. But there appears to be a split, because Joe's part of that team, but now she's Cannamil's Massive and the Lockdown Lushies. So is there a split? Did you fall out? Team Trump are here. Glay Kit are in the house. Hello, Leslie. Hello, Kevin. Team Trump. You're going to get everything wrong, aren't you? Right, welcome to YouTube. Now, I know that some of you been coming to YouTube anyway, but this is the first Friday 7 o'clock one that I've done on YouTube. Up to now it's been Facebook's, but I've tried to get it, you know, the same every time. So now, from now on, I'm doing 3 Wii Teams pub quizzes per week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and it's always the same. 7 o'clock on YouTube, 9 o'clock on Facebook. The quiz I do at 9 o'clock is a repeat of this quiz. It's the same questions. And that's perfectly fine, because there's no prizes for coming first, so cheating is just a waste of time, really. There's no point in cheating. There are prizes, but not for coming first. But what it is some people said to me, Dr. Paul, at 9 o'clock, well, that's 7 o'clock, it's far too early, can you do 9 o'clock? And I said, okay. But for some people, 7 o'clock is just the ticket. So, I'm just pinning this up here so I can see what I'm doing. It's a list of rounds, so I've got some idea of what's coming next. I'll just pin that up there on the mirror. I can see it. Very nice. So, Pedestrian Crossing are here, Einstein Bobbleheads are here, Caramel Brownies are here. So my worry for tonight is, and I don't know if it's a real worry or not, is that a lot of people have been doing just the Friday one. They've always done it on Facebook. So maybe they've gone there. I don't know. I've just put a couple of posts up saying, by the way, it's on YouTube. So hopefully they'll find their way here. Dick and Dom and the Lockdown Flat are back. Caramel Brownies, Einstein Bobbleheads. Yeah. So it's not an argument. It's not a falling out with the Fabian Society. Lockdown Lushes is the other folk we join on Fridays, right? Okay. Yeah, it's good to have different friends for different days of the week. Keep everyone on their toes, you know. Well, Mr. Fergus Hill is here. Good evening. Hello, Ferg. Welcome to YouTube, which is a brand new website. I think it's going to be big. Porn Dwarfs are here. Successful beer winners a couple of Mondays ago. Sorry Freezing Quiz are here. Excellent. There's no sponsor tonight, but I finally got around to like making up an approach to sponsors. The first 2 sponsors I got, I knew them, you know. So I finally typed out a quite decent sort of approach to sponsors today, and I sent out a few mails today. So hopefully we'll get the other quizzes sponsored. So there's 6 quizzes a week, the Wii Teams format. 7 and 9, 7 and 9, 7 and 9, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And 2 of those are sponsored. Monday by Cross Borders Brewery, or Cross Borders Beer, And Wednesday by James the Baker with the breed. Very popular. So I still need this one sponsored, and I need all the 9 o'clock ones sponsored. Hopefully they'll fill up quite quickly now that I'm actually approaching people. If you can think of anybody that I should approach, let me know. Even if you don't know them, just tell me. Because tell me what kind of prizes you'd like to win at the quiz. AKB are here, Rubber Gun Squad are here. Hola, Carolyn. Fabian Society minus Joe are here. What does that emoji mean? It looks like a little yellow man with like 3 green things. Maybe that's a bunch of money. Are you saying that Joe's been bought and sold? Is that what you're saying? Not that I'm trying to foment a fight or anything like that. What does sponsoring involve, Carolyn? All it is give me a prize and I'll promote your product. That's it. So Cross Borders Beer sponsor Monday, and all they do is give me some beer as a prize. They don't pay to be sponsored. I'm not big enough for that, you know. But I'm big enough to put a wee audience in front of a brand, and in return they can give me a prize. So the first couple of weeks they gave me 6 tins of beer. This week they gave me 2 1-litre growlers. And all I do the day after the quiz, I just send a message to them, and then they post the beer out to the winners. And on Wednesday it's James the Baker, so he gives us 4 high quality loaves of bread, and he delivers them himself, Edinburgh area, and that's excellent. So Carolyn, if you know anybody who can give away a prize, it's really for companies who maybe have a service or a product that they've been doing, especially something since the lockdown, you know, like Cross Borders are promoting the fact that they can deliver beer to you, which is proof popular in itself. They're doing all right. AK Beer in the house. Everybody's in the house. Hello to the Pro Lethers. I'm going to start talking about the quiz in 1 minute. It's 1 minute to 7. I'll start talking about the quiz then, and then I should hit the first question round about 7:05, and hopefully get a quiz done by 8. That's always the target. Sometimes go over a little bit, you know, not too bad. Quentin Quarantinos are here. Hello, Joanna. Big Max here. Hello, been out in the sun for the last 3/4 hours. Several beers ingested. Good luck to us. Nah, you're screwed. 3 or 4 hours in the sun. Constant drinking. These are going to come last for sure. Or first. Nothing in between. Marion's here. Technical delays. Now you're right on time. You're bang on time. It's 7 o'clock exactly. You've turned up at the right time. Right, okay. So it is 7 o'clock, so I'm going to start talking about the quiz. Let's have a look. First thing I need to do is turn the slideshow off. That's memories of the real world. Do you remember the pub? Oh my god. Just talking about how good the pub is, you know. But let's not dwell on that. We're here. This is kind of the pub, you know. You see the people, you can chat in the chat. Chat to me, get a beer. It's kind of like a pub. It's a bit like a pub. Do you like my hair? It's great, isn't it? Okay. So I'm supposed to start talking about the quiz now. I've started talking about my hair. That's typical. Okay. Now, where is the PowerPoint? Here it is. Okay. So, yeah, let me see you. That's a call for action. That's like, can you please share yourself on social media doing the quiz? What I'm short of is people's pictures of teams. I've got a couple of them. I've not used them yet, but I don't have that many. I want to get some pictures of the teams. Hopefully you're talking to each other on WhatsApp or FaceTime. Maybe some of you are actually in the same house. Can I get some pictures of the teams, please? Because that's what I do at the quiz, and it brings it all to life, you know. So any kind of shares, and I'm at the stage where any kind of shares really help. Okay, really help me and the whole quiz, and helps get sponsors and all that sort of thing. Right, live quiz starts soon. The house rules, as usual, are no Tories and no racists, and also reach for the stars. Be the one you want to be. Okay, live quiz starts soon. I'll tell you how to play. Tonight's quiz is a wee teams quiz, small teams. Wee teams, small teams. That means that you're doing the quiz in a team. It's a bit like a pub quiz. So you're a team and you're communicating via WhatsApp, FaceTime, whatever you want to use. You're talking to each other, or you can play by yourself. That's fine as well. But we do a round of questions at a time, 5 questions mostly. You write down the answers as we go, and then after each round, I'll tell you what the answers are. And you mark yourself. I mentioned earlier, but if you just come in, there's no prizes for coming first, so there's no point in cheating. This is a fun quiz. It's just a bit of fun. I do have some prizes, but we'll do that later. That's a different thing. So I'll tell you the answers after each round. You mark yourself. You ask me for clarity if you think you should get a half point for something, or you're not sure if you should get the points. Just ask me in the chat. I am live. And in red at the bottom, because it's important, it says no answers in the chat. Don't shout out answers in the chat as we're doing the quiz, because everyone's just trying to challenge themselves, you know what I mean? And at the end of the quiz, I'll get you to upload your scores. I will make a nice league table of tonight's scores. Okay, this is last time, so Wednesday was last time. Look at that. Social Outcasts have been consistently high scorers on the Wii Teams quiz, and they were at the top again, 71 points. UK Alliance, Fabian Society, who are split tonight. So they'll be rubbish tonight, probably. Blue Fox Tuesday are back. Fricardino, Teachers in Lockdown. Look at all those scores, lots of 60s. Quiz Pro Quo were on the 60. Raccoons in the attic. The Trouser Michaels. Eden Boobs were back. Fantastic, 56 points. Coat Bridge Mafia, watch out for them. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Breeder Deed had a shocker right down the bottom there. Good team. See, even top teams like Breeder Deed can have a bad night, so don't be ashamed if you get a low score. El Destructo is here. Fantastic. Okay, where are we? 4 minutes past 7. So this is the lineup. This was trying to say. Ignore that Tuesday thing. This is the online pub quiz. Now, Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 7 o'clock on YouTube, 9 o'clock on Facebook. It's a repeat. That's now, after a bit of experimentation with different times, that's what I'm sticking to for the Wii Teams quiz. Like I said, sponsors, Monday we got the beer. Wait, at that point, I still can't work this out. Yeah, that way. The beer, and then further over, the breed. That's Monday and Wednesday. Prize tonight, I'll do some scratch cards. Right, we're ready. 5. Oh, no, you know what? It's 4 minutes past. I'm ahead of schedule. But I always finish late, so I better just start. In fact, it's just hit 5 past. Right, here we go. So, and you, by the way, you just write down answers, bit of paper and a pen. That's all you do. Remember, no shouting out answers in the chat. You ready? Here we go. Same letter round means that all of the answers in the first round begin with the same letter of the alphabet. So once you've got the letter, it's easy-ish. You know what I mean? Here we go. Right. Question number 1 tonight is about the world of Harry Potter. Question number 1. What is the name of the English actress who played the part of Professor Minerva McGonagall in the Harry Potter films? What is her name? Name the actress who was Minerva McGonagall. Remember, don't shout out the answers, just write them down. I know you're bored of me saying that, but just as people are coming in, you know what I mean? Just till we get settled in. Just write them on a bit of paper. Talk to your team. Try and work out the answers. Number 2, and if you missed that, I'm going to go back over them, but I'll go through them quickly. Question number 2. Which island, this is a geography question, in the Mediterranean has a capital named Valletta? Valletta is the capital of which island nation in the Mediterranean? Big Mac are claiming that writing is tricky because of them beers, but typing seems to be okay. Alright, the Wit and Witches. Nice. Number 3, marine biology. Everyone's favourite type of biology. Now then, which large, mainly herbivorous, sea mammal can be found in the waters around Florida? It's also known as the sea cow. So what's the name of that animal? It's a one-word answer. Quite a big thing. Herbivorous, so it just eats plants. Lives in the waters around about Florida. It's also known as a sea cow. What is the name of that type of animal? That's number 3. Remember, all the answers start with the same letter in the first round. If you've just come in, if you've missed any, I'm going to go back over them. Don't worry. Sports 60s. So, question number 4. In 1968, Which football club became the first English club to reach the final of football's European Cup? So the main competition in European club football. 1968, the first English team to reach the final of that. Who were they? What was the club? And the last one, in the same letter round, first round. Pardon me. Plant diet. So leaves from which plant form the main diet of the silkworm? The silkworm eats which leaves and then paps out silk. You couldn't write that. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's go back over them. Who played Minerva McGonagall in the Harry Potter films? That's number one. Remember, all the answers start with the same letter. Number two, which island in the Med has a capital called Valletta? Number three, the sea cow. What's another name for the sea cow? Big plant-eating mammal of Florida. Emma Corcoran has said, hi, do all answers begin with C? No, they don't. They all start with the same letter, but I'm not telling you what the letter is. But I'll give you a clue. It's not C. Sport 1960s. What was the first English club to get to the final of the European Cup? It's the main club competition in Europe. And number five, what does the silkworm eat? Leaves from which type of plant? Okay. That's all right, Emma. That's okay. You get used to it. It's always the same in the pub. People come and ask me, how does this work? How does that work? It's absolutely fine. So tell me when you're ready. Okay? Tell me when you're... And if enough people tell me that I'm ready, they're ready, I'll move on. I hope you've had a nice day. I managed to get out about an hour and a half ago. Go for a little wander. Not too far, because I had to come back here to do the quiz. But it's very nice out there. Here in Edinburgh. A lot of you are in Edinburgh. Do tell me where you are if you're not in Edinburgh. It's interesting to know where people are. Right, what we got? Ready, 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 ready. Yup. Ready, ready, yup. Quarantinos are ready, ready. Hard at work again. El Destructo. I saw the picture of your wine. It looks pretty devastating, actually. Our mate Naomi is playing the quiz from Paris. She used to come to Argyle. Yeah. Is it Noemi? Is that how you say it? Hello, Noemi. Bonsoir à Paris de Edinburgh. Hang on. Voulez-vous les oignons? J'avais beaucoup des oignons pour toi. There we go. And more prosaically, Ian Finlayson's in Scum D. Brilliant. Right, okay. Yeah, lots of you are ready. If you're not ready, then you're not ready. So get your last answers down. You're down in Dorset, Nick. Nice one. How did you manage that? Thought you were in the borders. Right. Have you got a job advising the government on science or something? Okay, you ready for the answers? Now, by the way, before we start doing the marking for this, remember to give yourself a 2-point start if you've been here before. Because if you've been here before, you've got a voucher. Dr. Paul quiz loyalty voucher is worth 2 points if you've been here before. And you can earn 1 more point if you share the quiz. If you share the quiz, you get now 1 point. But for these, you get 2 points for a right answer. Okay, here we go. Did you get a letter, first of all? I'm sure most of you did. Maybe slightly tricky, but it was letter M for macaroon bar. Okay. Pardon me. A bit froggy tonight. As you heard earlier. Harry Potter. I'm going to stop doing that, right? Harry Potter. Which English actress played the part of Professor McGonagall? That was Maggie Smith. Maggie Smith is the right answer. You get 2 points for a correct answer. Capitals. Valletta is the capital of Malta. Sunny Malta. What's the sea cow? What's another word for the sea cow? It's called a manatee. That's a manatee. That's what it looks like. The sea cow. Great big thing. Big peaceful thing. Just wanders about. Gets killed by speedboat propellers. Not nice. Sport 60s. First English club to get to the final of the European Cup. That was Manchester United. And there they are. That was the game. They played in blue that time, that particular match. And the silkworm. Did you get this one? This is quite difficult. What's the leaves that the silkworm eats to make silk? It's mulberry. All right. And that's mulberry. Looks a bit like a blackberry, doesn't it? Or a sort of raspberry type of thing, but it's a mulberry. Okay. So, there you go. Tell me how many points you got in the first round. That's all the answers there. Maggie Smith, Malta, Manatee, Manchester United, Mulberry. 12 points for Morocco Land Marauders. 13 out of 10 for Leslie for Team Glaikit. That means 10 out of 10. Plus 2 points for the voucher for being here before. Plus you must have shared the quiz on the social media. Thank you very much for that. That's why I give you a point. Yeah, 11 for Big Man. You know what? See if you're really quite drunk and you got 11. That's pretty good. A big 11 for El Destructo. Now, pretty high scores. I thought the Mulberry one was difficult. Well, it looks like you all got it. Or not everybody. Ralston set got 8. Barrymore's Fist. Wow! Straight into action. 13 points. All right. Yeah, thanks for that, Janet. If anybody likes the video, that's always helpful and useful as well. I'll ask about that later. Right, let's get on to round 2. Let's get straight on. Quicker I go at this point, the better chance I've got of getting finished on time. So let's just get on with it. Right. Round 2 is Guess the Film. I'm going to give you a series of clues to the film. Now, the film is a still, and it's hiding behind that grid. I'm going to reveal some of the squares and give you a clue. If you get... Hang on a minute. If you get it on the first clue, you get 10 points. If you get it on the second clue, 8 points, and so on. Okay, so here we go. Okay, there's a few squares. The first clue is that this film was released in 1973. So name the film. Came out in 1973. Does it? You don't have to commit to an answer. You know, you write down an answer now anyway, even if you don't know what it is. You might get lucky. If you get it right and wrong and then right again, you can go back to the first time you get it right. So put down one answer at this point for the 10 points, even if you don't know what it is. Emma's saying, is it 2 points per question? Yes, it is. Thanks for answering that, Marion. Yeah. So you could have got 10 out of 10 for the points in the first round. Some people have got a 2-point voucher because they've been here before, and then some people have got 1 extra point because they shared the quiz. Julie, don't shout out answers. Okay. As it happens, you're not right. Deliverance is not correct. But please don't shout out answers in the chat, because we're just guessing. Right, okay, I'll give you the next clue and the next squares off. That's the squares off. The second clue is that this film was directed by Norman Jewison. Same guy that did Rollerball. Aye, don't worry, Julie. You're fine. It's okay. So this, if you get it here, you get 8 points. I'll give you a couple of moments to have a guess there. Talk to each other, have a guess. Get an answer down for 8 points. Then I'll give you the 6-point clue. Okay. Now, for 6 points, I'll tell you, the action takes place over 1 week, and the film was shot in Israel. So the film was shot in Israel, and the action takes place over 1 week. That's the 6-point clue. Let me know if you got it. Don't shout out the answer, but let me know if you've got it already. Brittany's got it. Just give me a second here. Right, okay, I'm fine. That's the next. This is for 4 points now. This film won a vote on Huffington Post website in 2012 to find the best Jesus film of all time. Best Jesus film ever. This came top of the poll by leaps every second. It was top of the poll. As his glamour increases. And so if you write down an answer now and you're correct, you get 4 points. And here comes the last reveal and the last clue for 2 points. The music for the film was written by Andrew Lloyd Webber and the lyrics by Tim Rice. So, give you a couple of moments more just for anybody who's still struggling to come up with a good guess. I think most of you will know this film. I don't think anyone's going to get 0. I hope not. Because it is the greatest film in the world, ever. Got it as 6, says Mr. Fricker, and the Chameleons as well. Right, it's time for the reveal. I'll tell you exactly what it is. It is Jesus Christ Superstar. Walks like a woman. Wears a bra. Did a skid. Killed a kid. On a dustbin lid. All that stuff. Jesus Christ Superstar. Absolutely sensational. Richie says, I thought it was Cannibal Holocaust on the first go. Yeah, same kind of vibe. Missed full points by guessing on Carry On Up the Jungle on the first one. That's brilliant as well. That's great. Do tell me your wrong guesses, because they're very entertaining. Greatest film in the world, Carry On Matron. Now, I think you'll find if you watch this back to back with Carry On Matron, this is 97 times better. First guess was Zulu and Wicker Man. Man, I'd love to see a mashup of Zulu, Wicker Man, and Jesus Christ Superstar. Right, okay. A couple of you said Zulu. Nice one. Right, okay, let's move on. What we got now? I should know, shouldn't I? Oh, it's 60-second bonus. I saw someone saying, please no anagrams. Tough. There's an anagram, okay? So, get my clock out here. And I'm going to give you 60 seconds to solve this anagram. Do not shout out the answers in the chat. What you're looking for is the name of an animal. Alright, 2 words you're looking for. And it's the name of an animal. And you have 1 minute starting from now. So, ocean prickles. Pardon me. Ocean prickles is the anagram. Unscramble that into 2 words. You look for the name of a type of animal. You've got 40 odd seconds left now. Don't shout out the answer. I see Richard Scott went for Life of Brian 4 times in that last round. Aye. It's essentially the same thing, but with loads better music. And in some parts, better comedy. 15 seconds left to unscramble this anagram to get yourself 3 points for this one if you get this. Okay, we're down to the last few moments. It's a domestic animal. Right, there's the timer. Now, I did start it slightly early, so I'm going to give you right up until I reveal to get the points. So you've got right up until I reveal it to get 3 points. And the correct answer is Cocker Spaniel. That's a Cocker Spaniel. Ocean Prickles, the Cocker Spaniel. Ocean Prickles is actually, just thinking about it, the sort of name you would get for a dog at Crufts in the Cocker Spaniel class. So, did anyone, I know some of you will have got, how many did get it? That's a breed. It's a type of animal. Oh, come on, Hannah. Don't start getting me down into dark alleys about arguing the different the difference between a type of animal and a breed. Holy bananas, come on. See? See, the thing is, Hannah, despite your, I'm certain that you're absolutely right. Despite that, people did get it right. Mind you, quite a lot didn't. Crap dog, says Ferg. F Mo got it. Chameleons. Did the Lushies get it? Go Hannah. Does dog count? Nah. Doesn't he? Right, that looks like it was quite a difficult one. Oh dear. I like it when you get angry. This is rubbish. Anagrams are rubbish. This dog's rubbish. Cock. No chance. Right, well, that might turn out to be how many points do you get for that? You get 3 points. Dancing Reeve if you got Cocker Spaniel. Let's move on before the pitchforks come for me. Alright. Right. Here we go. Sound round. Get my headies on so I can hear what's going on. Background music sounds like it's pretty out of the way already. Okay, so I'm gonna. What are we doing for the audio round tonight? I think it's voices, mystery voices tonight. So there's a list of people on the right hand side. I'm gonna play 5 mystery voices. You tell me who they are. Well, don't tell me in the chat. Write them down, okay? So I've just got to nip over here and put volume up so you can hear it. And I'll play the first one. So all the potential answers are on the right hand side there. You've got to pick off that list and see who this is. There's 5 coming up. This is number 1.
We were doing a show at the Regal Theater in Chicago, and it was like a talent show type of thing, and we won. And the Gladys Knight was there, as well as a guy named Bobby Taylor, and they told Motown about us. And Motown was interested in seeing us audition for them. So we went to Berry Gordy's mansion estate in Detroit, indoor pool, and all the Motown stars were there, from the Supreme, the Temptations, the Marvelette, the Miracles. And we auditioned, and they loved it.
Yeah, they loved it. Right, who was that? That's number 1. Number 2. Yeah, make it stop. Yeah, don't worry. That was a long 34 seconds. This one's slightly shorter, but a lot more entertaining.
Return to Treasure Island. And I played Long John Silver. I never forget, right at the end, my mother watching it she said I was devastated. I went through 20 episodes trying to get the diamonds, trying to move governments, trying to move villains, trying to destroy the Spanish army and everything. And then right at the end, all the diamonds are vaporized on the sea. Return to Treasure Island.
Brilliant. Number 3 is this one.
Losing himself with alcohol and with tobacco. I think we all knew that. He was wheezing on stage. And also Tommy, who was the most good-hearted of men, who would do anything for you if he liked you, was starting to lose his temper a lot. Losing himself with alcohol.
Right, that's quite a short one. Kind of depressing. Here's number 4. Remember, all the answers are on that list. You just got to pick them off the list. Here is number 4.
Well, to be honest, I think when we made the movie, I think a lot of the discussion of, whether there were weapons of mass destruction, things like that, was sort of had come to an end, and that was not as politically hot at the time. So I think maybe in past drafts of the script before we shot it, there was discussion of that, but there wasn't when we shot it, and I didn't feel actually politically current.
Well, that was boring, but who was that? That was number 4. And the last one is this person.
I hope everyone turns up. What if they don't turn up? Well, we could just phone more family. And we'll get the family down if we don't have famous people turning up. Literally, we'd be looking around going, it's okay, Twiggy's just turned up, we're all right. Or Barbara Windsor's here. Yeah, EastEnders, they're all here. We're fine. We don't need to ring any cousins. So, it was brilliant.
Right, there you go. That's the last one. Not the most interesting clips apart from number 2, to be honest. Well, number 2 and number 3 are good. rest are a bit dull. I got these from somewhere. I didn't do these myself. Got to say that. Do you want to hear them again? Big Mac are ready. Marian's ready. Yeah, tell me if you're ready, or tell me if you want to hear them again. Julie Sinclair says yes. I don't know if that means you're ready or you want to hear them again. It could mean yes, I'm ready, or yes, I want to hear them again. Likewise, if you say no, I don't really know what that means. Want to hear number 3 again? Play again, just number like I'll play a little bit of each of them again. Here's the first one, right?
We were doing a show at the Regal Theater in Chicago, and it was like a talent show type of thing, and we won.
Hey, we won. That's the first one. Second one's great.
Return to Treasure Island. And I played Long John Silver. I never forget, right at the end, my mother watching it was, she said, I was devastated. I went through 20 episodes trying to get the diamonds, trying to move governments, trying to move villains, trying to destroy the Spanish army and everything. And then right at the end, all the diamonds are vaporized on the sea. Return to Treasure Island.
Ah, man.
And
I saw Richie's comment. What played at your funeral? It is belter. Number 3. Some of you wanted to hear this one again. Here's number 3. Any second now. Here it is.
Losing himself with alcohol and with tobacco. I think we all knew that. He was wheezing on stage. And also Tommy, who was the most good-hearted of men, who would do anything for you if he liked you, was starting to lose his temper a lot. Losing himself.
Right, there we go. That's number 3. I don't think anybody asked for number 4.
Well, to be honest, I think when we made the movie, I think a lot of the discussion of, you know, whether there were weapons of mass destruction, things like
mass destruction. And the last one.
I hope everyone turns up. What if they don't turn up? Well, we could just phone more family. And we'll get the family down if we don't have famous people turning up. Literally, we'd be looking around going, it's okay, Twiggy's just turned up. We're all right.
Okay. So that's the 5. Get your answers down. I'm not going to play them again. So if you missed them, then get some guesses down there. And I'll give you a couple of seconds and then we'll get the answers on. Yeah, you're right, Richie. It doesn't even make any sense. Diamonds vaporized on the sea. What? That's not how it works. That's not physics. Right, you ready? Ganting on the answer, right? I'll get on with it then, right? First one. There was a talent show and we were great. I was brilliant. That was old Michael Jackson while he was still alive. 2 points you get for each of these, by the way. Number 2, Treasure Island, Long John Silver, Diamonds, Spanish Army. It's got to be Brian Blessed. In fact, you know what? I think every time I do a voice round, I'm going to get Brian Blessed and just put Brian Blessed in it every single time. Because that's just value for money. Number 3 is Bob Monkhouse. He was talking about Tommy Cooper. But fairly unmistakable voice, so Bob Monkhouse there. Now, the next 2 were more difficult. Number 4, talking about a movie to do with weapons of mass destruction. I'm not quite sure what movie he's talking about. It might be Jarhead, but it's Jake Gyllenhaal or Gyllenhaal. Dive! And last one, right, it was one of the Spice Girls. Somebody pointed that out. The particular Spice Girl that was talking there about her fear that famous people wouldn't turn up to see her show. I know how she feels. It's Emma Bunton. Every single night I look at this chat thing to see if Marty Pello's turned up. Or the geezer out at Spandau Ballet. But so I know how she feels. So there you go. There's the 5. 2 points for each of them. How many points did you get? Brokeback Bomb. Nice. Yeah, Gordon is alive. Gordon will be alive forever. 10 out of 10. Good one. Full marks for the drunk team. I don't know if it's so much a case of the drunk team, Big Mac. Yeah, give us a shout out, anybody, if you're drunk right now. Yay, Marion got 10. Brian Blessed should be the sat-nav voice. Oh, well, I don't know. I'd miss out on that. I don't drive. Where else do you get voices playing at you? The Tesco Tills at Tesco. No! You've put it on the wrong side! 6 points for the Feminist Porn Awards. Yep, Morocco Land Marauders are drunk as well. Carolyn is fairly pished. Very good. We should do a little poll at the end. See how many people are on the Malbec. Working on the Malbec. That's good. Working on the Malbec. Going down, down. Right, number 4, picture round. Here we go. Let's get on. 2 points for each of these. Number 1 in the picture round is a warrior. Which culture had warriors who dressed in jaguar skins like this? Aztecs, Incas, or Australian Aborigines? Or Brian Blessed. Keith's drunk as well. Superb. Right, which culture had warriors who dressed up like this in jaguar skins? Was that the Aztecs, the Incas, or the Australian Aborigines? That's picture number 1. Classic film number 2. Name this 1939 blockbuster Hollywood film from the poster. It won 10 Oscars. It's one of the most famous films of all time. And that's... I think that is the original poster. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. What was the film? Taryn's saying that Brian Blessed was the voice in your Tom Tom years ago. Can you do that? Can you can you patch in famous voices, if you like? Or was it an option? Like existing already. Number 3, 19th century French art. Name the painter. Born in 1841. He painted this round about 1881. Nice bit of work. But who's the painter? Name the painter. The surname will do for this one. That's all you really need. Cost an extra 10 quid for Brian Blessed. It's a bargain. That's value for money. Number 4, privileged child. Who is this privileged child? Photographed at some point in the mid-1980s. So name that establishment privileged child. Rocking the red, white and blue there. Okay. Number 5. Africa. Which country is coloured in red there? And I'll give you a clue. It begins with the letter M for Maltesers, but it's not Malta. So which country is that? This is the southern part of Africa. Which country is highlighted in red? Right, tell me when you're ready. I am going to go over the questions fairly quickly, just in case you missed any. So, jaguar skin-wearing warriors. Is that Aztecs, Incas, or Aborigines from Australia? Thanks, Don. That was the word I was looking for. Number 2, 10 Oscars, 1939 Hollywood blockbuster, one of the most famous films of all time. What is that film? Number 3, who's the painter? One of your top names in 19th century French art. Number 4, who's the lazy good-for-nothing... What's the word, Don? Parasite. Thank you very much. Privileging along on the back of the working man and woman. And last one, name that little country. Well, it's little on the map of Africa. It's probably quite large when you get there. It'd be like Mull. Like Mull doesn't look that big on the map, but when you go to Mull, it's quite big. Okay, right. A few people are telling me that you're ready. When I get a few more, I'll move on to the answers. Brittany is ready. Hannah, Richie, Marion, Kitty. All ready, ready, ready. Janet's ready. The Fabians. Hope the Fabians are getting on all right with half their team. Way joining other people. Ready! Ready, says Big Mac in a big drunken roar. Beautiful. Sue's ready. Did you get your prize, Sue? Your fridge magnets? Was it fridge magnets? I think it was. Chateau Calypso. Love that team name. You're ready as well. Right, everyone's ready. Let's go. Let's do the answers here. So, here we go. And Ella's dad's on the sauce as well. Nice work, Ella's dad. Okay. Who dressed up like this? It was the Aztecs. That's an easy one to get wrong, but it's the Aztecs is the right answer. 2 points. Right. I wondered. I will send the address. I'll still send you the thing. Sue. 2 points for Aztecs. Right. Classic film, 1939. It is Gone with the Wind. Gone with the Wind. Top French artist. It's Renoir. Can't remember his first name. Pierre Auguste. Is that right? Something like that. Auguste. Just Auguste Renoir. But Renoir's fine for the points. Just need the surname there. At one is Prince William. Look at the neck. I can't even look at that right. And Africa. Which is the African country? Tucked in there. Just to the south of Tanzania. Just to the north of Mozambique. Just to the east of Zambia. That's Malawi. Did you get Malawi? Right, that's the 5 answers. Tell me how many you got. I think that was quite a tricky round. Tricky to get 10 anyway. 10 out of 10 for Lumpy Gravy. Hooja, hooja, hooja. Let's see some other scores. 10 out of 10 for the Kitty. 6 for the Porn Dwarfs. Porn Dwarfs are a good team. They got 6, so it's easy to get a lower score in that round. 8 for the AKB. Respectable 6. Given our condition. Nice one. 4 for Nerd Immunity. Ralston set got 8. 6 for the Blue Fox. Right, yeah, scores are slightly all over the place. You went for Mozambique. Yeah, it's the big one to the east of it on the coast. It's, can you see the pointer? That's Mozambique there, that big one. Incas of Mozambique, yeah. Okay. Right, let's move on. Team of the day. I like to do a team from the real world. I was going to start replacing these with virtual teams. So if you want your picture on there, send me a picture of your team, all right? With the name of the team. That's Pavlov's dogs. Sometimes you would find them up at the Tollbooth Tavern. In this case, they're at the Strathy, Thursday nights. Anyway. And, oh yeah, time for a quick disco break. Nothing much going on here. Just a wee disco break. I really just wanted to see if I could embed video. Well, it appears to work. Disco break. Let's move on. Right, pick 5 round. I'm going to show you a grid of answers. You're going to pick some answers off that grid. Oh no, it's science. Right, so which of these elements are on the periodic table? So there's 9 things up there. 5 of them are real elements from the periodic table. 4 of them are not. So choose the 5 that are proper elements. Okay? So I'll tell you the names up there. Antimony, boron, cobalt, einsteinium, frenulum, glasgovium, newtonium, oxygen, and unobtainium. 5 of them are real, genuine elements. 4 of them are not. So pick the 5. I'm glad you were dancing along there, Morocco Land Marauders. That song's called Zoo Zoo by Biscuit. Late 70s or early 80s. French. Lumpy Gravy are ready. How about that? Look at that. Record speeds. Get some background music back on while you're all thinking about elements. I said elements, not elephants. I did a meme once that was the periodic table of elephants. It's only got 2 things on it. It's a lot easier to remember than the periodic table of elements. Right. Just going to check this background is in the background. There we go. All right, Big Mac, think you're ready? This is the worst kind of question if you're drunk, is stuff about science. Not easy at the best of times, let alone when your back of your brain's slightly around the front of your brain. You know what I mean? Nick's ready, Hannah's ready, Keith's ready, Ian's ready, John Smith is ready. As a team of ex-squaddies, we're winging this one. I thought if you're in the army, you'd have to know this stuff. Just in case you're behind enemy lines and you find an element. And it could be important to the battle. I don't know. Easier than arty stuff, says Morocco Land Marauders. Well, I like to have a few different things. Okay, right, it looks like quite a lot of you are ready. For everyone who's not ready, make your decisions now. I'm about to show you the answers. The pick 5 round. Okay, here we go. Here are the answers for the pick 5. So, oxygen is an element. Let's start off with what I think are the easier ones. Symbol O, number 8 on the periodic table. You can tell I'm reading that because I don't know this stuff either. Number 2 is boron. Boron is element number 5. 2 points for boron. You get 2 points for each of these. Cobalt is an element, and I don't know much about it. I know that the guitar player out of Zodiac Mind Warp was called Cobalt Stargazer, but that's the only thing I know about cobalt. And you get cobalt blue. I don't know science. I don't know much about science. Einsteinium is an element. Someone told me a good mnemonic for this one because it's element number 99. And you know that famous picture of Albert Einstein, he's going like that. And you imagine him licking a 99, if you know what I mean. Element number 99, Einsteinium, named after Einstein. And the last one is antimony. I would not have got that. I thought it was a sort of flower. But it's a silvery metal. Symbol SB. It's another weird one. 10 out of 10 for Dick and Dom and the Lockdown Flight. Easy. Tens. Right, all the science people are floating up to the top of the Galileo thermometer here with an easy 10 out of 10. It's not cheating if you happen to have the periodic table of elements on your wall. Like, that's not cheating. That's just being well prepared. Did you have the moves to the disco break already up on your wall? That's cheating. Titty Biscuit Boffins, 10 out of 10. Bah, 8 out of 10. Tell me which ones you got wrong, if you got any wrong. Pesky Antimony. Said Newtonium. Yeah, that was a good one. Made that one up. Great, eh? I think I made the other ones up. Well, ethanol's oh no, ethanol's not on the list. Glasgowium. That was made up. Newtonium. There was an element that was suggested in the 18th century, the 19th century, as newtonium, and it turned out to not exist. Frenulum is comes from the word meaning saddle. There are a few different frenulums or frenula in the human body, and that's it. Okay, unobtainium's like a made-up one. it's used in films, like in Avatar. They were going after unobtainium. Okay, let's move on. It's time for mystery bag, I think. Mystery bag. Let's do one of these again, right? If there's any kids here, look away now. We're going to play for a packet of Bawjaws. That's very rude fridge poetry, okay? I'll send you a packet of these in the post tomorrow, or maybe even later tonight, if you are the first to identify what's in the mystery bag. Mystery bag's here. What's in the mystery bag? So ask me some questions of a yes-no nature. I'll answer them. And the first one, nah, it's not salami, it's not chorizo, it's not a sausage of any type. After Dick and Dom straight in there with, is it a book? Yes, it is a book. I want to know what type of book. And everyone's asking me, is it an animal? No. Is it an animal or a breed? Nah. It's a type of book, but I want to know what type of book. It's not an electronic book. No, it's a real book. Annual, dictionary, diary, comic, dictionary, quiz book, periodic table, Bible. No. Right, I need to slow down this thread now because all your answers are coming in super fast. Let's see if somebody can get this right. Bible. No. See, it's jumping about all over the place. Quiz book. No, that's a good get. No, I've done quiz book before. I'm trying not to repeat things. Bible, no. Thesaurus. Science book, no. Dictionary, no. Encyclopedia, no. Fiction or non? It's non-fiction. It's not Viz. It's not Sudoku. It's not the Bible. It's not dictionary. It's not any kind of self-help. Can you kick it? You can kick a book if you want. That's not how you're supposed to treat books, but... Stuart. It's not Mills and Boon. It's not Diary. It's not Catcher in the Rye. It's not a history book. It's not a little. It's not the Little Red Book. It is red, but it's not a little. It's not the little. It's not the wee red book. You know what I mean? Happens to be red, but that's not really a clue. Scud book porno? No, Val. No. Your Willie? No. Good shout though. Disco book. That's getting a little closer. I'm gonna have to go up again because the chat thread is no playing ball. Someone's bound to say, "Oh, I got this ages ago." It's no the Kama Sutra. Overdue library book. Great guess. No. Yellow Pages. Nah. Phone book. No. Jotter. No. Going back, right, I think I've seen all these now. Hayden's Manual. Good guess. No. Encyclopedia. No. I mean, it is kind of a reference book, but, you know, it's very particular type of reference. Scud, travel. He's got a fairly limited range of guesses here. Memoir, dictionary, Beano, autobiography, cookbook, instruction manual. Well, it's an instruction manual, sort of. You can use it as an instruction manual, but it's not an instruction manual for a particular item. It's maybe a misleading clue. Come on, someone, get this right. Paperback. Google Maps paperback. It's no maps. It's not any kind of map. You use this book to learn things, right? It's not Mein Kampf. Come on. Bird watching, cookery. Cookery's probably about the closest sort of thing yet. It's nothing to do with food. Yoga, no. Football annual, no. It's a book that I use on a fairly regular basis. Ah, here we go. John Smith says, music, score. Yes, it is. It's a music book. It's my accordion practice book. You know? So, there it is. Piano Accordion Tutor by Ivor Bainan. Loads of great tunes in there. So, I think we have a winner. Well, we do have a winner. But I think it's John Smith. Now, at this point, somebody says, I said that ages ago, so if you're gonna, if that's you, then say it now. And I will maybe go and check, but maybe we used enough time on that. And if not, I'm going to send Bawjaw's fridge magnets to John Smith. Now, very, very rude. Accordion for morons, yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Jam Tart says, I'm going at first like with a happy face with tears coming out of it, as if it's laughing. You want to hear me play the accordion? Nah, you don't. It's not that good. I said it first. Yeah, I think you did. I think you did, John. Right, that's it. Oh, here we go. Margaret Ann says, I said music manuscript. Right, I'll go and have a look for you, Margaret. You've got a fairly identifiable kind of violet-y, purple, magenta avatar thing. So I'll just look up the thread here. You said quiz book. You said diary. You said philosophy. Haynes Car Manual, that was you. I'm just going up here and seeing if I can see it any earlier. Oh, hang on a second. Right enough. Margaret Ann MacArthur says music manuscript. Now, was that before or after? See, before that, Abby Sharp said songbook. Fuck, here we go. But it's not a songbook, is it? Piano song, songbook, hymn book. Like, all these were before, actually. But were they before John Smith? Sheet music book says Kind of Horses. That was before as well. It was before Margaret. You know what's going to happen? I'm going to go up here and it's going to be John Smith, isn't it? Going to do all this. Can I copy all this? I've got to work out a better way of doing this. This is shit. Disco book, said Richie. That was quite early as well. Maybe the rule is it's the first one I see, and if you really think it's right, you just got to keep shouting it out. And it only goes back so far. Right, I'm going to put the cursor in here and go select all. Oh, look, that does collect everything. Right, that means I can go and paste it in Notepad, and I can look without having to scroll up and down a live stream. You know what I mean? So I'm going to paste that in there. I'm going to. Oh, that's great. It puts everything in order in one line at a time. Right, I'll look at that in a minute. Let's get back to the quiz. Let's finish off the quiz. So it might have been John, might have been Margaret. We don't know who's won the mystery bag. We'll find out soon. Jesus Christ. It gets more and more stressful every time. I've got to find a better way of doing that. Doing my nutting. Right. You all ready? Now everything's highlighted. Right, okay. Here we go. Last round for the quiz is double or bust. Okay? So, you know how this works? I know. FFS. Absolutely, Hannah. What a bloody mess. Okay. Double or bust is 4 points for a right answer. That's double. And but if you put a wrong answer down in this round, you get 0 points for the round. You get bust. So, you have to decide which ones you're going for and which ones you're going to leave blank. Okay? If you put one wrong answer, you get 0 points in this last round. And it's 4 minutes to 8. I might just finish on time. Here we go. Here come 5 questions for double or bust. Which 2 countries border Andorra? That's question number 1. You got to get both countries to get the points here. If you get half the answer, you bust. So you got to get both answers there. Andorra has borders with 2 countries. Name both of them. I'm just noticing your fight comments. You're trying to pick fights with each other. Number 2. Biology. What is the medical term for an obstruction of a blood vessel by a clot or an air bubble? It is a single word, begins with the letter E. So it's a medical thing. Obstruction of your blood vessel, either by a clot or an air bubble. The same word applies. quality of bravado is quite high. What are you on, Don? Your case, pal. Number 3 is about the golf. In British golfing terminology, what kind of bird gives its name to a score of 3 under par achieved at a single hole? So if you get a hole in 1 at a par 4, that's 3 under par. What do they call that? It's a type of bird. Is the answer there. I'll move on to number 4. I know that some of you will know that straight away. Roman numerals. These can be tricky. What number does the letter D represent in Roman numerals? Nowadays it stands for Dr. Paul. But what does the D stand for in Roman numerals? That's number 4. Remember, 1 wrong answer equals bust in this round, so you have to decide which ones you're going to answer. And the last one, messy death. In which year was the explorer Captain Cook battered and stabbed to death on a beach in Hawaii by angry locals? You've got to get within 50 years of the right answer to get the points there. So 50 years either way. What year was Captain Cook battered and stabbed to death? In Hawaii. Okay. Tell me if you're ready. And I'll quickly recap for those who missed any. Number 1, 2 countries border Andorra. Medical term for an obstruction of a blood vessel by a clot or air bubble. Single word, begins with E. Number 3, what type of bird is 3 under par? Marion's ready. What does D mean in Roman numerals? D for delicious, D for Don McGrattan, Street Fighter. But what does it mean in Roman numerals? And number 5, what year was Captain Cook battered, stabbed to death right on the beach in Hawaii? Glaykit are ready to woosen out and going for 4. That's not woosen out. 4 is a good shout. Tell me when you're ready. I can only see 3 readies at the moment. Now I'm going to take a second, see if I can work out. See, I've cut and pasted it all into or everything that was there anyway. Must be a better way of doing that. Right. This isn't particularly easy to look at either, because everything's kind of squashed together. Right, okay. Let's come back, sort that out after we've done the scores. Right, how are you getting on? Are you ready? What we got? Going for all 5, says Ian Finlayson. All right. Abby's going for 5, but already regretting it. You got time to score out if you want to score one out. Now's your time. Do you get 4 points for each question? Yes, you do. So you get 4 points for a correct answer. But if you put one down that's wrong, then you don't get any points for the whole round. Okay? So if you went for 5 and you got them all right, you get 20 points. If you went for 5 and got one wrong, you'd get 0 points. If you went for 3 and got them all right, you'd get 12 points. You understand? I think everyone's ready. Here we go. Here come the answers for double or bust. Here we go. Ready? Ready, 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 ready. Everyone's ready. Here we go. Which 2 countries border Andorra? Andorra is a little country in the Pyrenees, right between France and Spain. There's a map. So France and Spain. You had to get both countries. If you only got half that answer, no, you bust for the round. Okay. but 4 points if you got France and Spain. Number 2. Oh yeah, the blood clot. That's an embolism. Embolism is correct. McGough, 3 under par. That's an albatross. In the USA, they call it a double eagle. So if you're American and you said double eagle, that's fine. Have 4 points. But your country's inferior. So that's something to deal with. Letter D in Roman numerals, 500. I know those, so they're easy for me, but I know people get them mixed up. M is 1,000. L is 50. C is 100. So D is 500. 500 is the right answer. And Messy Death, Captain Cook. He was trying to kidnap the King of Hawaii, like as a hostage, because he wanted something. And the locals were like, nah, you're not taking the king. And they caught up with him and beat him up, stabbed him, beat his skull and left him dead on the beach. Alright, 1779 is the right answer. So if you got anything between 1729 and then the next number's wrong, it should say 1829. 1729 to 1829. And you got the points. There is Captain Cook getting it. Okay, the answer's right on that slide. So 1729 to 1829. That's what you needed to get inside for the 4 points there. Did you say eagle is okay for the golf question? Yes and no. Eagle is not right. Eagle, in British golfing parlance, 1 under is a birdie, 2 under is a eagle, and 3 under is an albatross. But in America, they call an albatross a double eagle. So if you said double eagle and you're American, then that's okay. But an eagle is something different. You give me some totals now. 16 in the last round, 57 in all for Glaker. The same poor show. I don't know. Thought it was a difficult quiz tonight. 65 for the Wit and Witches. 68 for the Chameleons. That's a good score. I think that's the best one I've seen so far. I'm going to give you the link to upload your scores. And I'm going to make a league table of tonight's scores. Let's have a look. Where's the thing? Here it is. So it's just your team name and your score. Just follow the link. It's just a wee form. That's all it is. And yeah, thank you, Big Mac. Thanks for doing the quiz, everybody. I'll do the I'm going to do the 9 o'clock quiz, and then I'll do the league table as soon as I can. At the end of that, I'll put them all together. Thanks for doing the quiz. So who won? Upload your scores. Congratulations, everybody. Here's your voucher. So you've been here now. So next time you're here, you get 2 points. Coming up next week, beer and bread. That's Monday and Wednesday. The quizzes are sponsored. The Wee Teams pub quiz is later on tonight. Same quiz. Big Teams quiz. Grot Bags is the current champion of that. Outstanding. She'll be back on Tuesday night. And thank you. And there's the link, right? So I'm going to ask you for some money. First of all, the quiz is free, right? You don't have to give me any money at all, as you've probably worked out. It's free to play. You come do the quiz. Great, fantastic. I'm trying to do this for a living, so any tips, very gratefully received. If you were to come to a normal pub quiz, you'd pay a couple of quid, you know what I mean? So any kind of tips, very, very welcome from you. Thank you to everyone who has donated. £1, £2, £3, that's all great. Some of you have been donating more, and I really appreciate it. If you don't have any money or you don't want it, that's absolutely fine. But please, could you like the video? If you liked the video, if you liked the quiz, please like the video. If you didn't, that's fine. Give it a thumbs down. If you hated the quiz, give it a thumbs down. And if you're not subscribed, do subscribe and turn on the bell, and then you get to know when the quizzes are. Yeah, thank you, everybody. Thanks for saying nice things. Thank you, Pro Lethers. Thank you, Richard. Richard, Richard Campbell, did you win the beer on Monday? Did you not win the beer? I'm sure you sent me a picture. The beer turned up. Thank you, Margaret Ann. Right, I'm going to try and work out who won We won the... that was another... I don't know why. Sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes it's easy, the mystery bag. You know what? I don't think the thing I've done even helps because it only copied it up to a certain bit and you can't go back that far on the chat. I'm going to have to, like, I don't know, forensically go back and work out what was going on. Tell you what, it was either John Smith or Margaret Ann, right? It's one of those two. Are you both here? Is Margaret Ann here and is John still here? Because we'll do a quick... We'll do a playoff, right? To decide who gets the prize. So Margaret Ann, if you're here, mention in the chat, say you're here. And if John Smith's still here, mention it. Thank you, Sue. Sue, I owe you a packet of Bodjaws if I didn't send them. I thought I did, but I don't have a very good system, to be honest, of working out. John's saying just give it to Margaret. Don't want to do a little playoff? A little game. Margaret's happy to do the playoff. John, you happy to do the playoff? I can find some questions. How about setting up, says Jam Tarts, a 3-round pay-per-view tear-up between the people disputing the mystery bag? Could be a winner if they bought a ticket. Yeah, I have to look into the legality of that, but right, I'll do the playoff, says John. Right, Margaret and John, listen, here we go. I'm going to ask you... Well, it was an accordion book. I'll play an accordion tune. First one to name it, right? Right, now listen. This is between John and Margaret. Right, no one else shout it out. It's not Thunderstruck, definitely not. So, you have to remember, I'm not very good at this. Probably better if I stand up as well. Right, so no one else comment for a couple of seconds. Just let Margaret Ann and John do this, okay? And whichever one of them can name this tune first get a surprise. Right, here we go. You know that? It's the name of a city. Fuck. Nah, it's not London. It is in England. It's on the south coast of England. This tune is, the name of it is a town on the south coast of England. Nah, it's not Glasgow. It's not Scarborough. It's on the east coast. Portsmouth. That's the right answer. Margaret Ann wins. Yay! It's Portsmouth. That's the right answer. Yeah, so Margaret Ann's the winner. Send me a message, Margaret Ann, with your postal address, and I will send you Bawjaws. Foul fridge poetry from Scotland. Alright? Foul fridge poetry. Very exciting, very rude. If you want to buy Bawjaws, bawjaws.com. It's for sale. Oh, well, thank you, Marion. It's probably the worst I've ever played it, because I've been nervous because everyone's watching. Thank you, everyone, for doing the quiz. There's the link for PayPal donations if you'd like to donate to your old pal, Dr. Paul, for preparing this quiz. I'd be delighted. £1, £2, £3, anything like that. Tremendous. Any more than that, I'll come round and I'll lick your bins if they need licked. I'm going to have to find a different way of doing mystery bag. Can anyone think of something? Maybe I'll give clues. I was thinking about this, right? Did you see, Richie, do you find YouTube more tricky than Facebook? See, I find it the other way around. I find Facebook really bloody difficult to use. YouTube are really straightforward, but I don't know what it's like from your end. Thanks very much, Ollie. Appreciate it. Cheers. What I was thinking of, I actually thought of this earlier today and then didn't do anything about it. The mystery bag. I could take like 5 questions, give answers to that, and then give you another little form just to put a guess in, and I can look at them a bit later. See, the thing is with a form, when people put their scores up, it registers the order of time that they put them up. So if someone gets it and it's all sorted in a, what do you call it, a spreadsheet, so it's really easy to see. Like I'm just having a look at tonight's scores, if they've been uploaded. It's 1:15. Usually by about 1:15 everyone's got their scores up, so let's just have a little look at it right now. And it tells you the minute and the second, so whoever's first is first, you know what I mean? So I might do that next time instead of relying on the chat, because what happens is I follow it and then it starts going really fast, so I've got to follow it, and then it jumps to the bottom, then I can't find where it was, and blah 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 blah. So it's ended up in hot controversy every single time. Aye, but indeed, Morocco La Marauders, indeed, the chaos is part of the fun. It's nice. Or I might just do it the first one that I see, the first one I notice, and then there's no looking back or nothing, and it's just the first one I see. I'll be fair, you know, I'm trying to see the right ones. Oh, brilliant, Marion. How about, she says, as soon as you start the mystery bag, you keep your eyes peeled for the correct answer coming up. Simples. You might have something there, Marion. Genius. Why don't you limit the number of questions? I've got no way of policing it. That's a good idea, Richie, but I've got no way of telling if someone's exceeded their number of questions, you know. But I was thinking, like, I'd maybe take the first 5 good questions, answer those, and then let everyone guess on a form. Oh, you like YouTube? Yeah, I like you. It just feels, from my end, it feels easier, loads easier. But I'll keep doing Facebook because it's more sort of set up for people sharing. Thanks for doing the quiz, everybody. What are you doing now? I'm getting ready for doing the quiz again. I've got to go and edit that bit where the year's not right on, what do you call it? Plinky Plonk. Captain Cook. But apart from that, I don't think it needs any more edits, so that'll take 2 minutes. And then I've got about 20 minutes or something, 40, 30 minutes before I have to get on Facebook. What are you lot doing? Are you going out? Have you been out today? You're going to go out twice? Are you allowed to go out twice? I don't even know what the rules are. I've been going out twice. Sometimes, not every day. Hopefully we get back to the tavern next year. Yeah, I mean, like, oddly enough, I was walking last night and I bumped into one of the bosses from one of the pubs. He was out walking as well. And he reckons no pubs till December. Not properly, anyway. He's gonna open the Brass Monkey Leith to do click and collect booze. So I'll let you know when that's on for anybody living down Leith Walk. We're going to watch the sunset from our attic window. That sounds nice. I meant to say before, says Raymond, if you do a flag question when we discuss our guesses, autocorrect shows a flag when we type a country. Does it? What happens if I do that? What if I type Germany? Nah, not here. They do that in Prague, click and collect, yeah. So, I mean, even if the pubs come back, they're probably going to have strict rules on numbers, 2-metre tables and all that stuff. And that's no good for quizzes, because the whole point of a quiz is to get as many people as possible in the pub. Yeah, Marion's typing Scotland. I don't see any flags there. It'll be set up differently. It would depend on your device, I think. Watching the sunset, that'll be nice. Yeah, I went out for about 40 minutes earlier on. Really nice. Nice. Nah, I'm sure Raymond's not havering. I'm sure it's working at his end for that, but it'll be to do with the device. I think it's to do with how the different keyboards are set up on different devices. Oh look, see? Raymond Hogg has typed Scotland, and the one I see is a black flag. It's like the Islamic State have taken over Scotland, or the anarchists. Hello, Jerry Roblox. Offer some wine and some cheese. That's a good double. By the way, if anyone's still here, please like the video. I only got 36 likes. I was up to about 130 people. I've only got 30 likes, so that doesn't add up. Remember to like before you leave. I get around you, Richie. Nice to see you again. Type it in WhatsApp. You're on WhatsApp. Yeah, I mean, it'd be a change, wouldn't it, Raymond? At least it'd be a bit of a change. You know, if we had a Islamic theocracy. And you know what they say, a change is as good as a rest. Right, I'm going to leave you all. Thanks for doing the quiz. Margaret Ann, make sure you send me, I think you were saying absolutely to send me address above, but please make sure you send me your address on a message via whatever you're using. Facebook usually. I get the messages through there. So, should be around on flags one night. Thing is, I put flag questions in sometimes, Marion. They crop up in the picture round from time to time. But I tell you, apart from the list 5 round, I tend to avoid rounds where it's just all the same thing. You know what I mean? Actually, I could maybe do a flags round in the list 5. You know, the one where there's a grid, like the science one tonight. Maybe I could do some flags in there. Which 5 of these are African flags? That'd be quite good. Actually, that would be good because it's always words. And good thing about flags is they are of a format. They're generally 4x3 rectangles, so they'll actually fit that. All right. So I was about to shoot you down and say, nah, I'm not going to do that. And then thinking about it, I'm thinking, no, that is actually a good idea. So flags, I'm writing that down now. Flags for the list 5 round. Yeah, I'll get that on. That'll be good. Would be better than films. A lot of people like film. I know you hate films, Marion. By the way, Marion, I noticed from previous quizzes that you say you hate films, do you say you hate films or you just don't know anything about films? And I noticed tonight you said that you got the Gone with the Wind one right. But I'm wondering, what film do you like? You must like, everybody likes one film. Even people who don't like films like one film. What is the film you like? One country has a flag which is not rectangular. I think there's actually 2. There's, what is it, Bhutan? Is it Bhutan? You just don't know anything about them. I think the flag of Bhutan is a bit weird. Or it might be Nepal, I'm not sure. One of those Himalayan type places. Let's check it out, it's like half a Christmas tree. Let's see, flag of Nepal. It's the first place I'm looking. I'm on Wikipedia. Yeah, there it is. It's like 2 triangles on top of each other. So I can show you that. Oops. Oh. There we go. See that? Just make it a bit bigger. That's the flag of Nepal. Yeah, triangles. I was going to say 2 because Switzerland's got a square flag, but technically a square is a type of rectangle. Turn that off again. Flashdance. That's great. Don't know anything about films, but I like Flashdance. Genius. You know what? I don't think I've ever seen Flashdance. And thanks, Margaret Ann. Great stuff. I'll look out for it and I'll make sure. I've got you written down. Have I got you written down? I'll just make sure. I'll write it down again. Margaret Ann. Bodgers. Friday. Send. There we go. That should do it. Right, I better get out of here. Getting our wee coffee, maybe, for number 2. Thanks for doing the quiz, everybody. Please tell your friends about the quiz. I'm going to keep saying this for another month or so. Please tell your friends about the quiz. Because this might just work for me, maybe. But I need to get some more people in. So thanks for doing it. Really appreciate coming here. If anyone's got a tip, that's brilliant. And if anyone's got a share for me, that's very welcome at this time. There's the PayPal link one more time. And, oh yeah, I'm just checking all the scores have been uploaded. They are 70 is the highest one I see.